got that one, this one, and here we go. Here we go, here we go, right there, and live. Good afternoon. Just getting the ball rolling, just getting it rolling. Give me a minute, give me a minute. Give me a minute, give me a minute. Got to get all the cameras rolling. Start streaming. Get that out of the way. Yes. This one is off. That one's on. This one's off. And there we go. No, 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 no. Stop recording. Yes. Stop buffer play. Yes. That, and the other thing. You get that? You get that, and the other thing. Okay, wait a second. Why isn't... Okay. That better? All right. You got to check and see if we're okay. All right. I think that's it. I think it's it. Hold on. We're going to back up and find out who is here tonight. Just getting the ball rolling. How are we doing, everyone? Ooh, my hair's a mess. Yeah, I know. I'm vain. Don't tell me. Yes, I already know. I know my issues. Kevin, General Dia, what's going on? What? I can't even read that. What old Mac diver drink? I have no idea what that means. Angel, what's going on, Angel? Ernst, Matt with a cat. Matt with a cat. I sat there with Matt. We sat with his cat. On his cat, he had a hat. The cat had a hat. I was sitting on the mat. And we were chilling with Matt. All right, anyway, I tried. Jim, Mike, Chuck. Hey, Tom, what's going on? Who do we have down here? Mark, Dev, Tom, Mark. TGT offering some nice premiums. Mark, we'll check that out. Very first one we're going to do tonight. We're going to do that one. Let me first finish saying hi to everybody. What else we got? Jumped up. Kevin got that one. Tom, Frank. Little Ben's Glaze. Radio Control Part, RC Pilot. Okay, Jonathan, Maddie. Power of Assets. Ooh, dude, send me an email. Send me a text. We got a chat. Roberta, good evening. Thomas Stiller. Bowser. Sal, Steve, Eric, Michael, Kevin, Edgar. Eric wants to take a look at Dell. Dr. Dev's in the house. The Reynolds. Good evening, Reynolds, and how are you today? Okay, Matt with the cat. Mike, Jim, Chuck, Yonksy, America First. Okay, cool. Ray, Iowa, Casa Nostra. Good evening, good evening. Mick Blade. What we got here? Mick Blade. King Darius. Ooh, cool name. King Darius. Love that name. Kenzie. Jeffed. You've been Jeffed. Sal. Good evening, Sal. Bowser. Tuck. Back again, I see. G-Girl. Jack Maloney. Vin. All right, we'll take a look at it. Niculator. Back again. Hello. Hope you enjoyed your boat. Yeah, it was kind of nice. We went out for a sunset cruise. You ever fill up one of those bad boys? I think it was like 85 gallons. You know, we put in 85 gallons into that thing. Carl, what am I covering today? Carl, we're covering what stocks are coming up this week for consideration using a, Matthew, thank you, using a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week strategy. We'll get into that in a little bit. I want to finish saying hi to everybody. Eric NB, Gerard, Nick Talk, Chris, Nam Outlaw. Okay. Hot Toddy, ooh, Tyrant, Frank. All right. Carl, 2K to fill my boat. Holy cow. I will let Julie know. Ours was only a couple of $100. But then again, we had just bought the boat, so we had no idea how much it was going to cost to fill it, because it took us a while just to find the gas gauges. Lisa G, good evening, good evening. Alrighty. So I think I got all the pleasantries out of the way. Said hi to everybody. Who else did you got? Hey, Up Down is in the house. All right. So let's get the ball rolling. Good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I look for a simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% point. Carl, I will say you inspired me to get more involved in my portfolio. Excellent idea, Carl. CCCX, cost and asset. We'll take a look at that, but we had a couple we got to look at first. Someone beat you to it. What was the first one on the list for today? VIN was first. There was another one that was first. What was it? Uh-oh, I can't find it. All right, so Jack came out with the first one, VIN. So we're going to take out VIN first. I got to do something with this camera. It keeps turning off. All right, so that being said, 16 years ago? Anyway, in 2008. How long ago was that? We're in 2026. 8 years. No, 8. Is that 18 years ago? 2008, 18. Holy cow. 16 years ago. Anyway, 16 years ago, Beto, Big Winka, how you doing? BDI. Okay, so 16 years ago, my 9-year-old daughter says to me one day, Daddy, what are you doing? And then she says, can you teach me? So I'm thinking to myself, how do you teach a 9-year-old, how do you teach a 9-year-old how to invest in stocks? Because most adults don't get it. Most of them don't understand it. And a lot of them lose a lot of money. So how can I teach my 9-year-old little girl how to trade stocks simply, safely, and without losing any money? So here's the criteria. It had to be simple. It had to be safe. It had to be predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. That number 5 always gets everyone. No way to lose. Well, the way I look at it when I say no way to lose, I cannot, in my humble opinion, I cannot imagine a world where there's no Coca-Cola, no AT&T. IBM's gone. Home Depot, Lowe's, Bank of America, Harley Davidson, and hundreds of other companies that have been in business for more than 5, 6, 8, 10 decades. We can think about it. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, they've been in business for over 100 years. Can you really honestly tell me that you can imagine Coca-Cola disappearing off the face of the earth? I can't. I don't want to. So if we only look at stocks that have historical performance, have been around for decades, generations even, well, if those are the only companies I'm investing in, then hypothetically speaking, I shouldn't lose. Let's get the ball rolling. So simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way for her to lose. So that's the 5 criteria. Along comes 5 little rules. They're simple rules too. And when I blurt them out, you're going to say, oh man, that's too simple. Number 1, never buy something you don't want to hold on to long term. That means you buy it and don't even take into consideration whether it goes up or down. Just buy it if it's a good, profitable company. Rule 1, never buy something you don't want to hold on to. Rule 2, never sell at a loss. Mr. Obvious. That should be obvious, right? That's his name. His name's Mr. Obvious. he just pops up on coming up with an obvious rule. Don't buy anything you don't want to hold. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company is consistently profitable. Now, number 3 always boggles my mind, because you will see tonight there will be something somebody wants to take a look at, and I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say, oh, what the hell were you thinking? I am. It happens every single night. Somebody asks me about something. We take a look at the historical performance. We take a look, is the company consistently profitable? And then we say, why would you put your money there? Okay, so never buy something you don't want to own. Never sell at a loss. Make sure the company's consistently profitable. Weekly options only. Now, the name of this show is Dividend Stock Talk. The subtitle in dividend. There we go. Don't get old. It's no fun. Dividend investing dividend investing for weekly cash flow. So I want weekly cash flow, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. We're going to go through all the steps. We're actually going to do a couple of trades just so you can see. But when I say weekly options only because I want weekly cash flow, you have two opportunities to make weekly cash flow. Number one, buy and sell something that trades on a weekly basis. Hence, weekly options. Okay, weekly options. Hey, Deb, how you doing? Two, sit in front of your computer looking at this crap all day long. Yeah, no thank you. Okay, and rule number 5, make sure all the numbers work. Does it need to be in a tax-deferred account, or can it be an individual account? Okay, so West Coast Christina, good evening, and how are you today? You're on the West Coast. I feel bad for you for being over there, number one. Sorry, but your situation and your leadership over there, it's really strange. But anyway, Yuki, don't be laughing, Mark. I can tell that's you.
Sorry.
How'd I know it was you, Mark? So think of it this way. Good evening, Miss Christina. You like it? You actually like your leadership over on the West Coast? Okay, don't want to get into politics. Don't get me started. You can have your account titled any way you want. You can have it in your personal name. Yep, okay. You have your personal name. You can have it in a trust. You can have it in a family entity. What do you want to call it? Family foundation, that's what I was looking for. A corporation, an unincorporated business trust. You can have it titled any way you want. But if you're really worried about taxes, you really need to talk to a tax strategist if that's one of your concerns. Okay, because we have 4 different avenues to eliminate or get rid of taxes, 4 of them. Okay, now I'm going to admit I did not put it on the website yet, but it is on the list of things to do. Now my son Jacob, who's a lot better at this internet stuff than I am, he's going to be coming on full time. So I'm actually going to have my first, you can't really call him an employee because he's my son. But he is going to inherit, 25% of everything when I'm gone. So he's at that point. So you know what, Dad? I want to make sure you do it right. So it is what it is. So he'll be joining the 1st of February. So in February, everything should change and everything should run a hell of a lot smoother than it currently is. But that being said, what we're going to do here is you guys are going to share with me what stocks you like. I'm going to take a look at them. I'm going to run through them. What do we have there? Hey, James, can we look at BAC? I'm bullish on bank stocks. Oh, my goodness. Did you even hear what Bank of America did last week? Oh, I'm not going to get into it. Besides the point. Yeah, we'll take a look at Bank of America. But let's go through. We're going to show you. We're going to walk through some trades. You'll actually see exactly how I do it. And I'm going to give you my opinions on how and what I actually think. What about those 4 accounts? West Coast Christina, 4 accounts. I'm not quite sure what you mean about 4 accounts. I have 7 accounts and I share 3 of them publicly. Okay? I said when it comes to number 4, the 4 different avenues. 4 different avenues. So hey, Alex, what's behind door number 1? Well, door number 1 is this. Door number 2 is this. Door number 3 is that. We are talking about tax deferred. No, I'm talking about no tax at all. Well, wait. Back up. Certain taxes you have to pay. You have to pay now listen closely, federal tax that goes directly to the government. You have to pay that. Okay? Sales tax, wherever you live, that's your thing. Now, income tax, that you do not have to pay if you do not want to. But you have to do it legally, which means if you already volunteered to be a taxpayer, that means you filled out that W-2, that W-4, all that crap. That means you actually volunteered to be a taxpayer. There's a certain process to go through to eliminate that, so you don't have to pay it anymore if that's what you want to do. Winter from Roblox. Is there people there? Of course there is. Are there people? Yeah, okay, whatever. Sorry, so let's get moving. First one on the list today is going to be Target. Who came up with Target today? Wasn't that, I don't know who it was. Target. Who came up with Target? There it is, right there, Mark. Mark Stuckey wants to take a look at Target this morning. Okay, TGT, here we go. Target. Okay, here we go. Now, anytime I look at a stock, it's always 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. It's always the same thing over and over again. First thing, I look at a 1-year chart. Any chart I look at, why is this camera not showing that part right there? Oh, that's not the right camera. There we go, that's better. 5 things. You ready? See how quick you can find them. 5, 5, 5, 5. Here we go. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Where is it going? Where's the motion? The motion of the ocean, the trail through the woods, whatever you want to call it. But here it is. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Look at that. Nice movement right there. Great. It looks good. But what are the numbers? Now remember I said rule number 5, make sure the numbers work. Well, what I want to do is find out, is it going to be profitable for me? Current price, 105.52. 105.52, 105.52, 105.52. What do you think? 105.52, right? That's the current price, 105. All right, anyway. So we're going to look at 16 January because that's coming up this Friday. Remember I told you, weekly cash flow. You get 2 options. Number 1, do this crap. Yeah, no thank you. Or this right here. 16 January, that's this Friday. 23 January, that's next Friday. 30 January, 3 Fridays away. 6 February, 4 Fridays, 5 Fridays, 6 Fridays, 7 Fridays, so on, so on, and so on. Every single week there is a Friday option going to expire. So we're going to look at this week. Right here, 16 January 26, which means whatever trade we do tomorrow morning, the option will expire this coming Friday, 3:59 p.m. Because you know what happens at 4? Ding, 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 bell close, you're done. All right, so here it is. Now, before we even go to the next step, right there, before we go to the next step, what we want to do is take a look at is what can I buy it for? 105.52. What's the closest strike price? When I say strike price, to do a covered call, you're buying the stock. Then you're turning around and you're selling it to someone else using a contract saying, you have the right to buy it from me anytime between. And so tomorrow morning, first thing Monday, the option will expire Friday. So here it is right here. 105.52. The 105 is going for 245. Quick, top of your head. What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? It's about 2%. Now think about it. I'm looking to get 1% every week because 1% every week is over 50% per year. Okay, off the top of my head, 105, the 105 selling for 245, that's over 2%, which means 2% a week is over 100% per year. Think about it. When's the last time you doubled your money every single year? All right, so let's actually take a deep look. So I like the number here. So now I want to dive deeper into the chart and what is it telling me? Is it telling me it's a good time to buy or take a step back? Wait a minute. Well, let's take a look. First thing, the 1-year chart. Blah, 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 blah. We already did that. Next, the 90-day chart. The 90-day chart is the last 3 months. And we're looking for the exact same thing. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, and where is it going? Down, up, down, up. Yep, I'm going to say no thank you. I do not want to buy at the high. And if you take a little closer look, let's zoom in a little tighter. Okay, here's Friday, here's Thursday. Thursday, it went from 94 all the way up to 108. Now, that's not a lot, but it is 15 points or $15. From 94 to 108, the high is $15. Now, $15 increase from here to here is over 15%. It's a 15% increase. So why would you buy 30 days ago, jumps up 15%? So why would we want to buy here? Think about it. It went up 15%. If you bought something a month ago and it's up 15%, I don't know about you, but I would take my profits, walk away and say, you know what? I'll give you 2 weeks. When you drop, come back down because it's already started dropping. Top, already started dropping. So I'll put this down for 2 weeks from today, and we'll come back and we will revisit target in 2 weeks. All right. So next, Jack wants to take a look at VIN. Jack, I don't even know what VIN is. Okay, there are certain stocks I know right off the top of my head, and certain ones I just don't. COBE near-term VIX index. It has no options, dude. Why do we want to even look at that? No options? No, thank you. Why is this camera going off? All right. There we go. All right, I'm having a little problem with this. There we go. And is that it? Yes, it is it. All right, fine. Okay, so we're going to say no or not this week. So we'll take a look at Target in a couple of weeks. Next, this one, Vin, no. Nope, 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 nope. What are we covering today? Thank you, took you today. Okay. I will say you inspire. Okay, thank you. Ooh, take a look at that. KHC. Wait a minute. OKOL, Apple, Tesla. Okay, TSCO. That's Tractor Supply. Wally World, Kimberly Clark, ARR. Okay, we'll take a look at all these. Let's go one at a time. Lisa G, how are you? Carl. Thank you, Carl. Hey, Carl, tell you what. DM me your number, Carl. We'll have a chat. I'll talk you. I promise you, I won't try to sell you anything. Cause and Astra. CCCX. Really, dude? CCCX. What do we got? Interesting. Let's take a look at this. What is this thing? Churchill Capital? Really? Okay, hold on. So what we're going to do here, we're going to jump over and we're going to take a look at, CCCX. And we're going to take a look at the dividends and see, is this thing consistently profitable or not? Okay, so here we go. Churchill Capital, CCCX. Oh, come on, cause you've been here long enough. You know if there has no dividends, why the hell are we looking at it? Think about it. No dividends. Well, how do we know when the stock's going to move? That being said, you got a 53 C-Ray Sundancer. Nice, Carl. We're looking to upgrade. We might upgrade or we might buy a house, one or the other. But we took it out the other day. Yeah, something about that diesel. When that diesel is running, the whole boat vibrates. Yeah, anyway. Let's keep on going. So, cause, let's take a look. What is it offering? Okay. So here's the top. Here's the bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Okay. Why are we looking here? Let's zoom in a little bit closer, cause. Okay, here's the last, not even 30 days, but up, down, up. It's at the high right now. And Friday, it actually started coming down. It started coming down on Friday. So she goes from 13, jumps up to 20. You do realize from 13 to 20 is $7. That's more than a 50% increase in less than 30 days. I'd take profits. I wouldn't want to buy more of it. Sorry, cuz. Ooh, Giggs wants to take a look at Consolidated Edison. Now, Consolidated Edison's not on my list because it has monthly options. But you know what we might be doing now? We might be doing, don't get old, it's no fun. The mind is one of the first things to go. The memory. Ooh, look at this. That's nice. Kind of going sideways. Dividend capturing, that's what we're looking at. Now, dividend capturing is where you buy it just before the EX date. Get a little bit of run up and then jump on out. Well, it's a little bit different than the covered calls. But we'll take a look at that a little bit later. So no to Consolidated Edison because we don't do monthlies. Okay? Monthlies, they just don't seem to work out the same. Too much work, too much effort. And then, to make matters worse, what are we looking for? The 11th, right there. Okay, so a monthly, one of the reasons why I don't do it. 30 days ago, we're at 95.50. She jumps up to 100, drops back down to 97, back up to 100, back down to 97, up to 101, now we're at 99. Great. Now tell me, where is it going to be in 30 days? Because in 5 days, it looks like we'll be right down about here. 5 days is easy. Easier than 30 days. Because if you're wrong in 5 days, you can always change. But 30 days, that's 4 or 5 weeks sometimes. No. I don't do monthlies, it's just pain in the butt. Aviter, ARR. What's ARR?
I don't think you had CGM.
CGM?
Did they say CEG?
No, I didn't.
Energy? Is that what you're looking at?
CAG? No.
No. Yes.
Okay, I saw AAR. Where have you been? Who came up with AAR? Avita. Okay, another monthly. Okay, I don't like monthlies. What do we go get? 18? The 18 is going for 20 cents. You do realize that's 20 cents for, how much is it? Oh, 5 days. Oh, that's not that bad. But then look underneath, 0, 0, 0. So if you're wrong and the stock goes down, you're not collecting any premiums at all. It's a bunch of zeros. Let me show you something. Take a look at Dell. Well, let's do a lot more of these so you can see a lot more. Now look at Dell for a second. Okay, it's at 120. The 120 is paying 310. Okay, that's over 2%. But look, if the stock drops, one strike out of the money, more than 1%. Two strikes out of the money, more than 1%. Three strikes out of the money, more than 1%. Four strikes out of the money, more than 1%. Five strikes out of the money, just that, a little bit less than 1%. So I'm looking for stocks that actually not only give me the opportunity to make my 1% per week, but if it goes down, because they all go up, they all go down, they all go up, they all go down. When it's coming down, what are you collecting besides the dividends? Okay, don't get me wrong, I love dividends, I do, but they only pay once every 90 days. But a weekly option, I can collect money every single week. So I'm looking for companies that have good premiums. Okay, nice. Okay, but the ones that have a bunch of zeros, I got a couple of them, top of my head. ET, Energy Transfer. Whoops, that wasn't right. ET, Energy Transfer. Okay, 11000. Okay, AGNC, AGNC. Okay, 1 penny, 00000. So when the stocks come down, you're only collecting the dividend because they go up and they go down. So when they go down, it would be nice, drop my pen, it would be nice to have some ability to get some money in. Because at the money, current price right now is $11.41. The $11.50 is what they call at the money. Okay, so at the money, it's going to give me this right there. Okay, it's a decent premium. But if and when, see, up, down, when the stock comes down, it's on an if. It's always a when, because they all go up, they all go down. They do not come to your house and take the dog for a walk. They do not wash the dishes. They do not take the trash out. No. They go up, they go down, that's it, that's all. So when this baby calms down, okay, I'm not collecting anything because there's a bunch of zeros there. So no to that one. ARR, no. Carl, have been selling covered calls since I first saw you a few weeks ago, on track to generate 100 grand this year. Nice going, Carl. MC, Kimberly Clark. Love Kimberly Clark. Now, for those of you who don't know who Kimberly Clark is, KMB, Kimberly Clark is what is called a dividend king. Now, a dividend king is a company that has increased its dividends. Now, a dividend, if you don't know, is a small portion of the company's profits that they give back to the investors. And that's us. We are the investors. We buy the stock, we are entitled to a small portion of their profits. So if their profits increase every single year, consistently, higher. Okay, there's a list. There's a list of companies that have increased for 5 years. There's a list of companies that have increased for 10 years. There's a list of companies that increased for 20 years. There's a list of companies. So anyway, a dividend king is a company that has why not short it? Yeah, I don't do that, Jonathan, sorry. The dividend kings are a list of companies that have 5 decades. 5 decades, that's 50 years. 50 years of increased profits. Why wouldn't they be on your list? Why aren't they on your list? Depending on what your trading strategy is, of course. I mean, if you're not into 1% every single week, that's over 50% every year. If you're not into that, maybe not. So Kimberly Clark, KMB, is a dividend king, which means they have increased their profits for more than 5 decades. So they're on my list. Anytime they come up, yep. But is it on the list for this week? Well, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, big drop, up, down, up. Okay, interesting where we are. The last 90 days, which is the last 3 months. Top, bottom, was, is, down, big drop, up, down, up. Okay, so here's your 2 days to the upside right there. Let's zoom in a little closer for the last 30 days. Here we go, last 30 days. Top, bottom, where was it, where is it? Down, up, down, up. Okay, higher, higher, higher. Okay, is it on the list for tomorrow? Well, if she opens up higher tomorrow, okay, 1, 2, 3, third day, okay, I like 2 days to the upside. On the third day, I will take a look at Kimberly Clark. So I'm going to put Kimberly Clark on the list for tomorrow. No, no, no. It's not a tip. It's not advice. It's not a recommendation. I'm just telling you what the numbers are. I like it, so maybe I will do it. Let's take a look. Let's get rid of this. Oh, the numbers. 97.92, 97.92. The 98s are going for 115. That's more than 1%. If you can't do the math in your head really quick, this is a quick little trick. Are you ready? Current price, 97.92. 97.92, 97.92, 97.92. So what is 1% of $97? This is a good question. See how quick you are. You ready? 1% of 97 is 97. Isn't that crazy? 1% of $97 is 97 cents. That's 1%. If it was $151, it would be $1.51. You're just moving the decimal point over 2 places. That's it. So if I'm buying this tomorrow morning, I want at least a 98-cent per share. Okay, so this number here, you multiply that by 100. That's what the contract is worth. One contract is worth 115 bucks. One contract. So let's do the math on this and see how it works. Now, remember when I said earlier, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, no way to lose? Okay, let me explain. As we progress, I will show you and I will actually do some samples. So we're going to do a sample on Kimberly Clark, KMB. Current price, $97.99. Currently selling at aftermarket hours, $99. That's still over 1%. But let's do the 98s. So I'm going to do a covered call. Now, when I say simple, safe, predictable, consistent, you'll understand in a minute. Simple, it's one of the easiest strategies there is. The easiest being just buying the stock. But there's no profit there until the stock moves. I'm a lazy trader. Seriously, I am. I want to get in, I want to get out, I want to walk away. That's it. That is it. I want to get in, I want to get out, I want to walk away. So, a covered call. I buy the stock, I sell someone the rights to buy it from me for the same price I just paid for it. Doesn't that sound insane? I'm going to buy it, sell for almost the exact same price I paid for it, and then walk away and do absolutely nothing, except for, feed it and water it, gardening, So, current price, $97.98. The 98s are going for this right here. So let's walk through it. First thing I want to do is click right there. Now, I use Thinkorswim. This is a trading platform offered through Charles Schwab. So if I'm going to do this right here, I'm going to come down to where it says covered stock. And here it is. Pops it all up for me. And here's the one I want right there, the 98. And that's going for right there, that price. So I click on that. 98 right there. And it fills it automatically. Isn't that awesome? Only thing I got to do now is figure out how much money I want to put into it. Well, I'm going to pause here for a second. We're only going to do one. That way you have an idea of what one costs. Because If I'm going to do 15 or 17, you'll probably think, wait a minute, I don't have that much money, so I got to be, yeah, no. So I'm just going to do one, and then you figure out how much money are you working with. Because remember, we're all on a different journey. We're all on our own personal journey. Right there's right there. One contract. One, right there. All right, now let's hear what the order sounds like. Ooh, that's interesting. Put a little bit of cinnamon in my tea today. Buy one, covered call, Kimberly Clark. 16 January, that's this coming Friday. $98 call option against the stock at the market to open. Max profit, 133. See, remember I said predictable? I already know what my profit's going to be before I even do it. Simple, safe. Oh, yeah, I forgot the safe part. Hold on. Simple is one of the easiest ones. Safe. The covered call is so safe that the federal government allows you to do a covered call in your IRA. There are a lot of strategies you cannot do in your IRA, but you can do a covered call because the federal government says it's a safe trade. So if the government says, okay, I can't even say that with a straight face, but the government says it's okay, it's safe to do it. So anyway, my max profit is 133 per contract. Remember, each contract is different. Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees, $9,667. So we're going to stop here for a second. Let me explain something. Now, you may think we're buying and selling stocks, which we kind of are. But I'm looking at it as a totally different way. And it works for me. I'm just going to share it with you. You figure out if it works for you or not. Now, I'm a firm believer in cash-producing assets. So I'm going to take my cash. I'm going to create what I call a weekly cash-producing asset. I'm going to dump a bunch of money into this. And then every single week until my target is reached, which my target, 98. Okay, it's currently 90, 97, 92. That's what the price is currently. I'm going to do a covered call every single week and collect a premium every week until my target is hit. So the way that I look at it as a weekly cash producing asset, kind of like a vending machine. Think about a gumball machine. You buy it once, and every week you get money out of it as long as you tend to it. So if I tend to it every single week, and when I mean tend to it, it's very simple. Oh, I got to go back. Sorry, some of these things. All right, there we are. I tend to it every week, every day. It's kind of like having a cat, a dog, or a pet. Okay, you feed it, you water it, you tend to it. So my stocks, I tend to it every day. What did I buy it for? What did I sell against it? What did I collect? Where is it now? Where is it going? What should I do? It's not that difficult. Okay, Kimberly Clark, great. What's the price? $97.92. That's easy. What did I buy? $97.92. What did I sell? The 98s. What did I collect? 133. Where is it at now? That's when we take a look at the chart every day. Where is it at now? What does it look like it's going? Where does it look like it's going? Is it going up? Is it going down? What should I do next? They're all simple questions. Okay? Now, I do have a morning trading group. Everybody piles on in, and you look at 3 accounts that I share publicly. And you get to watch me as I'm trading. And if you have a question, you say, wait a minute, James, why are we doing this? Why did you do that? That's the value in what I offer. But I'm not trying to sell you anything, okay? So remember that. All right, so profit, what it's costing me, whip out that calculator, and the calculator is going to give us a rate of return. So a rate of return is basically I'm investing this money. When I walk away, what am I walking away with? All right. To find out the rate of return, you take the profit, 133, and then you divide it by your investment. This one, 9 667. Just a shy of 10,000 bucks. 667. Now it's going to be a grand total of 1.37%. 1.37 for 1 week. Now my goal is 1% a week. Now I just walk away from this thing, and then on Friday it's either going to hit my target or it's not. If it hits my target, great. I get all my money back. I keep that little profit, and then next week I get that burden of trying to pick another one to do the same thing. That's one. If it doesn't hit my target, I still own the stock. I still collect the dividend. I still keep the profit, and I get to sell another covered call next week. Now, the tough part is when the stocks go down, can you keep your head? Can you keep your wits and not sell at a loss? Because remember rule 5, no way to lose. You never, ever, ever lose money. Listen closely, because a lot of people get this wrong. You never lose money until you agree. You personally have to agree to sell it for less than what you paid for it. Why the hell would you do that? Think about it. If I bought it at 97, 92, and it drops down to 50, which it can do, and because stocks move anywhere between 5% to 50 to 60 to 70% throughout the year. What's the high of the year? What's the low of the year? What's the difference? Okay, they can. So if I like the company, me personally, I will never sell at a loss. That's my rule for me. Now, some people say, well, you got to take a loss every once in a while. Well, you do. You dance to the music. You got to pay the fiddler. But here's the thing. I don't like taking losses. I took 4 losses last year. 4. I must have made at least 2,500 trades. That's 2,500 trades last year, and I took 4 losses. It happens. I hit the wrong button once. It's kind of funny, but not really. Anyway, 1.3. I'm going to save this one because I like it. And right there. Here we go. 1.3%. We're going to save it and see what we come up with it next week. See how it works. Oops. All right. And here we go. Hope you can see it now. Kimberly Clark, 16 January, the 98 call option. Max profit, 133. The investment, $9,600. That's 1.3. Now, it's not a lot. People say, well, I'm going to spend. No, you're not spending the money. You're investing the money. There's a huge difference. Because when you spend the money, you have nothing left afterwards. Well, here we're investing, getting a return on a weekly basis. And what never changes? The amount of shares that you bought and the price that you paid. All right. $1.3. We're going to put it right there. 1.3. Let's go to the next one. Next. What's next? KMB, we did that. Ooh, Kevo. Kevo wants to take a look at Wally World. All right, let's take a look at Wally World. Let's get out of here. Get out of there. Get out of there. Change this back to where it was. Change this back to there. And Wally World. Let's do this really quick. WMT. Wally World. Come on down. What? Okay, that's interesting. High, low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up. Okay. What's going on there? 114.53. The 115 is going for 135. That works. It was that quick, right? So now let's take a deeper look into the chart. Okay, a year ago, we're at there, right? Okay. I say don't get old because, I seriously, okay, glasses. The monitor is 6 feet away, 5 feet away, 6 feet, 5 feet. I don't know, measure it, 5 feet, 6 feet. It is like a 70-inch monitor. 70 inch, it's freaking huge. But I still need the damn glasses to see 5 feet. Don't get old. It's no fun. All right. 92, jumps up, bottoms out right at 80. 160. What is that? What is that high? All right, there's the high right there. 117. All right, so it goes from 80 bucks up to 117. 80 to 117, that's 20, 37. 37 bucks on an $80 stock. That's just shy of 50%. Think about it, just shy of 50%. From the bottom here, shoots up. That's almost a 50% increase. All right, let's look at let's take a look at the last 90 days, last 3 months. Top, bottom, is, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, what's going on right there? Let's zoom in a little bit closer to see, is it the right time to buy Walmart? Because it looks like it could be. 11 right there. Okay, this is the last 30 days. Same thing. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, but it's still going an upward trend. All right, 114, 114. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's back to the covered call. See, now we're going to start moving a little bit faster to do a lot more, and we're going to do something a little bit different because Friday's close is 114.53. After market hours, it's at 117. So let's do the 117, see what that looks like. 117, right there. Do you see it? See it behind me? 117. Okay, there it is right there. One contract. And market, and there it goes. And here's Johnny. Buy one covered call, Wally World, Walmart, WMT, 16 January. That's this coming Friday. The 117 call option. 65's the profit, 11 G's. That's not as good as the one we just looked at, because the other one had better numbers than this. Well, let's check this one out. Okay, profit, 65.50. The investment is 11,635. Oh, hell no. Do you see that? 0.5, that's a 0.5%. No, thank you. Yeah, current price 114, but after market out. You know what? That's probably why it doesn't look right, because we're looking at the after hour market numbers, and the number, yeah. Anyway, what doesn't change is the math or the equation. Take a look just before the market opens, and then once the market opens, all these numbers change. So at this moment, it doesn't look that good. Sorry. Faber, hey, nice to see you. Thank you, Faber. Ooh, Coca-Cola is shit for health. Now, Sal, you know, I wasn't recommending Coca-Cola as a nutritious drink that's going to save your health. No. Didn't do that at all. I'm just saying Coca-Cola's been in business for over 100 years. That's all I said. So let's take a look at Coca-Cola. Why not? KO, here we go. Company's been in business over 140 years. Whoa, look at that. I'm going to say no right off the bat. Do you know why? This is why. Check this out. Okay, here's the top. Here's the bottom. Do you see that big drop? Okay, a jump that big, it can be profit taken more than likely. It's not guaranteed, but more than likely. It goes from 67 all the way up to 70 within 2 days, that big jump. And then 70, 51, the 70 is going for 89, but I'm losing 51 at the top, so yeah, I'm working less than one. No. I think I bought Coca-Cola 3 times in the last 20 years. Never sell at a loss. That's a great idea there, Carl. All right, Carl. No one have a Kodak a few years ago? Probably not. Okay, Raven, EOSE. What the hell is that? EOSE. Oh, EOS Energy Enterprises. Interesting. Okay, take a look at this. The top, the bottom, up, down, up. Okay, look at that jump right there. Let's zoom in a little closer. Last 90 days. Okay, Top, bottom, look at down, up, down, up, down, up. Awesome, look at that. But can it keep going? Let's zoom in even closer. Look at the last 30 days. What do you think? Okay, the top, the bottom, down, up. Can it keep going, or do you think there's going to be profit taking? It went from 11 up to 15. That's $6. That's more than 50% from here to here. Do you honestly think it's going to keep going up after a 50% increase? Now, don't get me wrong, Raven. It may be a great company. It might go higher. But I'm not going to put my money on a company that's already jumped 50% in the last 2 weeks. Because you got me at the other end of the line and other people just like me. They're going to take profits. And what happens when profit taking? Yeah, this right here. You can call it correction. You can call it retracement. You can call it a loss. I call it profit taking. If I'm buying here and now it's there, yeah, I'm jumping out that 50% increase. But that's me. You got to figure out what works for you. Slim Jim wants to take a look at SIDU. SIDU. What the heck is that? SIDU. Sidus Place. Hell no. Hell no, dude. Look at this. It was like 70 cents a couple of weeks ago. Now it's up to $4. No, I can almost guarantee it doesn't have 2 decades of profits. If it was less than $1 in December and now it's at $4, you're trying to tell me that this thing has 2 decades of profits? I doubt it. I'm not going to waste my time on it. AGNC. Okay, hold on. This thing keeps skipping out on me every once in a while. Where did we leave off? KHC, OKLO, blah, 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 blah. Round Hill, never heard of it. Eros, there we go. Okay, Giat. Hey, James, what's your basic strategy, sir? Investing in dividend stock. They call it dividend capturing 2.0. Pat, Altria. Let's take a look at Altria, MO. Now, I'm not quite sure, Pat, how can you say Altria is overpriced? Okay, 6 months ago, that's 68. Now it's at 57. It's actually 11 or $12 less than it was 6 months ago. Okay, so here's the top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Up, sideways, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, what's going on there? 57.50 to 57.50 is going for 51, just about 1%, maybe. Let's take a closer look. A year ago, we're at 50.71. The high of the year, which was in mid-August, what is that, 68.56? Big drop. Look at your last 90 days, last 3 months. Okay, top, bottom, where was it, where is it? Look at this, down, up, down, up. We get 2 days to the upside. 2. I love 2 days to the upside, because if tomorrow it's higher, hell yeah, I'm jumping into Altria. If, that's me. No, it's not a tip, it's not advice, it's not a recommendation, it's an observation. Somebody told me to take a look at it. I took a look at the high, the low, blah, blah, blah. Let's take a look at the 57.50s. See what it looks like. Okay, do this. Covered stock. Get rid of that. And the 57.50s is right there. Let's see what it looks like. One contract. Down, 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 down. There it goes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here's Johnny. Buy one covered call. Altria. 16 January. We all know that's this Friday. The 57.50 call option. Profit is 63. The investment is 56. Let's see. Does it make sense? Do you like Altria? Do you even know who Altria is? Do you know what they do? Well, Altria is a dividend king, which means 5 decades. 5 decades. That's 50 years of increased profits. So let's check it out. Profit is 63.50, 63.50, and we divide it by investment. Always, always, always. What you put in is what you get out. 63.50 is the profit for this week. Now, next week, if we buy it, it might be different. It might be higher, it might be lower. But here's the thing. Never buy anything you don't want to hold on to. Okay, 56.87, 56.87. Comes to a grand total of 1.1%. Okay, I could do 1.1% for 1 week. Altria. All right, give it 1 second. I'm going to zoom into it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Here we go. Altria. 16 January. That's this coming Friday. The 57.5. 57.5 call option. 63.50 is the profit. 5,600 is the investment. That's 1.1%. Now, the question that should be on your head, the top of your head right now is, does it make sense? Buy a good quality company, sell it for the same price you just paid for it, and collect a 1% rate of return every single week. Why not? Think about it. 1% a week is over 50% per year. It either makes sense or it doesn't. You either like the stock or you don't. And if you don't know who Altria is, they've been in business for over 100 years. They have consistently been profitable for 5 decades or more. All right. And here we go. And there it is. 1.1. Yeah, I like that. Okay, back to where we were. And what do we have next? What do we have over here? Okay. Doyle Author. Okay. West Coast. Oh, Novodisk. Somebody wants to take a look at NVO. Eric, good evening. NVO. Let's take a look at NVO. 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 Let's get rid of that and put in NVO. I actually do have some NVO already. Hell no. Wasn't that quick? I said I already have some, but I wouldn't buy any more. The reason why is take a look at this right here. Look at this. 30-day bottom, 30-day top. I don't buy anything at the top of anything. Never. Me. That's me. You have got to figure out what's right for you. Okay, I can't tell you what to do, and I have no intention of telling you what to do. Oh, Eric, thank you for the phone call. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. Oh, like I said, ooh, wait a second. That's a good question. Not really a question, but an observation. Okay, so Eric said, thanks for the phone call. Yeah, I did call and talk to Eric. But here's the thing. If you've gotten a text message, an email, a WhatsApp, what's that other thing? Telegram, text, anything. You get anything from me, that ain't me. Seriously, it ain't. You want to have a conversation. I love talking to people. I can guarantee you 100%. You want a conversation? I guarantee you I will not try to sell you anything. Unless you ask me to. Okay? But I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing this to share the information because it's valuable information. I didn't have this stuff when I grew up. I learned this stuff the hard way. So that being said, yeah, I did talk to Eric. You want to have a conversation, you got 2 choices. 1, leave the phone number here, not on the screen, okay, but in a DM. Send me a direct message on my TikTok or my YouTube, one or the other. Or you can go to the website and actually book a call through the calendar thingy, whatever that is. Okay, make sense? So, that being said, KView, Load Flow Dispatch, wants to take a look at KView. All right, wait a minute, yeah, KView. Yeah, we said pretty quick no to Novodisk. I already own it. So, all right, so KView 1683. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, sideways. 1683. The 17 is going for 17, right at 1%. That's what we like. And a year ago, 2091. We topped out at 25, and that was beginning of May last year. Now, we bottomed out on, what is that, the end of October at 14. Oh, look at the last 90 days. Uh-oh. You have, oh, we have detected inactivity during your current live. Complete, okay. I have no idea why that would say that. Okay. All right, so anyway, K-View. Look at here. Bottom, top, down, up. Okay, right there looks kind of interesting. Looks like a new trading range. So let's zoom in a little closer. Closer would be the 11th right there. 30-day high, 30-day bottom, down, up, down, up. Okay, here's your 30-day bottom, 1 day up, 2 days up. So if this thing opens up higher tomorrow, that might be a good opportunity if, and only if, you like K-View. If you have no idea who they are and you don't know what they do, maybe you shouldn't buy them. Okay, never buy something you don't understand and you don't want to hold on to long term. It just doesn't make any sense. So, K-View, the 17s. Okay, let's take a look. K-View at 17. It sounds like a song by Elton John. K-View at 17. Why do you treat me so mean? All right, here we go. Here we go. By one covered call, K-View, 16 January. That's next Friday. 17 call option. 37 bucks is the profit for one contract. 1,600 is the investment. So let's see what rate of return that is. Rate of return would be 37 divided by 1663, grand total of 2.2% if you like K-View. I don't know, do you? K-View for me, K-View for you, tra-la-la-la-la. All right, let's take a look. K-View. Shorting a number of stocks with a call NMT to cover. NMT. Whoops. There we go. Tra-la-la. By one covered call, K-View. 16 January, 17 call option. 37 bucks, 1,600 is the investment. Either it makes sense or it doesn't. Think about it. You're going to buy a good quality company that you agree with, that you're okay with owning long term. Then they're going to sell a covered call against it, basically selling for the exact same price I paid for it, only to capture the premium. And the premium this week on this is 2.2%. Why the hell not? Whoops. Come on. 2.2. Think about it. 1% a week. 1% a week is 50% per year. I'm terribly sorry you have to put in 15 and 20 minutes every day. Think about it. You got a cat or a dog, you got to feed it, you got to water it, you got to clean the litter box, whatever. Take it for a walk, let it outside, tend to it. If you have children, you got to feed them and water them every day. But here's the thing. Pets die. They do. Sorry to pee on your parade, but they do. They come, they go. They come in your life, they go out of your life. Yes, they do add to the quality of your life. They make it wonderful. Yay. But you still got to tend to them. Children, they're great too. Some of them can be awesome. But after 15 to 18, 20 years, they leave. And then you see them what? On holidays? But your money is going to be an exact relationship to how you want to live your golden years. Now, don't worry about me. I'm perfectly fine. I got plenty. My life is just wonderful just the way it is. I make 1% on my investments. That 1% every single week pays all my bills. And it actually gives me a little extra so I can do other fun stuff. That's what you want to do when you get older. Figure out how much you want or how much you need. Figure out how much you need first, because necessity is a lot more important than desires and wants. Great, yeah, they are nice, but necessity is different. Okay, Eric wants to take a look at Marvel. One second, what do we have down here? I'm going to take a break for a second. Let's sit down and answer some of these questions. Alrighty. Questions. Lazy Rancher Tractor Supply. We'll take a look at it. Simple Trade with Rob Roundhill. Rob, if you can do me a favor and give me the ticker symbol, because I've never heard of Roundhill. You know, some things I've heard of. I've heard of Tractor Supply. I heard of Home Depot. I heard of Tesla. I heard of a lot of things, but I haven't heard of Roundhill. All right, what do we have down here? Terrain, good evening. Nazarene, okay, whatever. Just made, okay, you made $1,000 on gold futures. Good for you. Hope all is well. Absolutely. Thank you there, John. Danny, what's going on? Just by courtesy, what platform do you use and how do you do your research? Well, Danny, thank you for that very much. Danny, I am live streaming on nine different platforms. We're going to be adding a few more when Jacob gets here, because Jacob's a lot better at this stuff than I am. But yeah, we're on 9 platforms at the moment. And how do I do my research? Google. Do you like that one? Google. I do my research for Google. Let me explain. Okay? In the Google search, Dividend Kings List 2026. Hit enter, and a couple of seconds later, you get that whole list of every single company that has been consistently profitable for 5 decades. That's my research right there. Second, Dividend Aristocrats List 2026. Dividend Contender, Dividend Champions List 2026. Dividend Contenders List, anything on Warren Buffett's list for the year 2026. That'll give you at least 300 companies. Now, from there, okay, hold on. This is a perfect opportunity to do this. You have to excuse me, I'm not used to talking so much. That's good for my vocal cords. So I do this once a week, so let's do it. Let's get this out of there. Get that out of there. Get this out of there. Every week we do this because every week they change. All right. We're going to FinViz, Financial Visualizations. And at FinViz, we're going to look up how many companies are there this week, because the number changes every week. Okay, screener. And here it is. Ooh, yes, it did change. Check it out. This is the same list. Same place every single week, every single Sunday. And today is Sunday, in case some of you are old like me and don't know what day it is. I say to my mom, I say, Mom, what's today's date? She said, really? You expect me to know what day it is? I said, well, Ma, I forget too, because I'm retired too. So here's the number right here. 10,791. See right there. That's how many companies are available to invest in. 10,791. All right. So if there are 10,791 different companies, how do we decide which ones we want to invest in? Well, for me, Zoom is not responding. That's not a good thing. So how do you decide which stocks to invest in? It's going to be different for everyone, because we're all on a different journey. We're all on a different path. We all have different ideas. So for me, I look for companies that are, I have 2 criteria. I look for companies that are consistently profitable and have weekly options. That's it. Two criteria. That's it. Not complicated. 2, what's the name of the boat day by day? How are you selling calls when the stock price goes lower? Won't you lose if the stock gets called away? Phil, thank you for that question, and we did talk about that earlier, and Phil will get to that, and I'm going to explain something to specifically for you, Phil. Just give me a second. I'm asking you, just give me a couple of seconds. So how do you decide, you, not me, I know what I'm doing. How do you decide what to invest in? For me, it's pretty simple. Is the company consistently profitable? Now, I'm looking for 2 decades of profits. 2. That's 20 years. Has the company been consistently profitable? Ruben, in the meeting chat, YouTube, what happened to YouTube? What was that again, Ruben? 2 decades of consistent profits. Now, we just looked 2 seconds ago, 10,791 companies. Well, out of those 10,791 companies, how many of them have been consistently profitable for 2 decades? The group chat is stopped. Has it really? I'm going to apologize now, guys, because I have no idea how to fix it at this moment. Because I can reboot it and start it, but I don't want to do that because we only got, half hour left. Oh, yeah, 2 decades. That's 20 years of consistent profits. Think about it, 20 years of consistent profits. Now, some of you probably think, well, that's a long time. No, it ain't. The stock market's been in business. The stock market that we know of today has been in business for over 400 years. The first dividend stock was sold in 1602. That company averaged 18% per year for 198 years, close to 200 years. All right. Hopefully, let's go on to the next one. That one, no. Okay. Shorting never stock. Okay, get that one. Oh, Lazy Rancher, Tractor Supply. Give me a second. Phil, let's come back to your question right here. Now, Phil, here's the question. Phil wants to know, how are you selling calls when the stock price goes lower? Won't you lose if the stock gets called? Okay, Phil, rule number 1, never buy something you don't want to own long term. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Now, let me explain something really quickly for you, Mr. Phil, because you're under the impression that stocks don't go down. Well, I beg to differ. 21 a year ago. Okay, it dropped down to 19. It shot up to 23. It dropped down to 21. It shot up to 25. It dropped down to 20. Shot up to 23. It dropped down to 14. Okay, jumped up to 16. 17, dropped to, okay, back up and down, blah, 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 whatever. Stocks go up, stocks go down, Phil. That's all they do. They go up, they go down, that's it. Wherever you jump on, okay, wherever you jump on is your choice. Now, when it comes to stock options, because that's what we're doing weekly stock options, okay, at this moment in time, this price right here, 1683, 1683, 1683, 1683. That is the current price at this moment, Phil. So if I buy it tomorrow morning at 1683, I got 2 choices. 1, I can sell somebody the rights to buy it from me at the closest strike price, which 1683, the closest strike price would be 17. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to want 1%. 1% of 17 is 17 cents. And this is about right. That also, in case you didn't know, is ATM, at the money. That's where it is now. This line, see, up here is purple, down here is purple, up here is black, down here is black. Fine line right there. That is called at the money, because that's where the stock is now. 1683, right there, at the money. It's between 1650 and 17. 1683, at the money. In the money is the purple. Okay, these are puts over here. These are calls over here. Okay, when we're doing calls, we're not doing puts. Okay? So, Phil, if the stock goes up, okay, the at the money is going to move down. If the stock goes down, at the money is going to move up. So when you're talking in the money, at the money, out of the money. So when I buy it, this price never changes. If I buy it at 1683, that's always going to be my entry price. Unless I dollar cost average, which means buy more. Okay, if I bought it at 25, because it was at 25, then it dropped down to 14. I could have bought some at 14, and that would change my dollar cost average. If I buy one at 25, one at 14, right in the middle is where they meet. That is the new at the money. That's the current price at the money. So stock goes down, I can still sell at the money, in the money, or out of the money, depending on my risk factors. If I bought it for 1683, I'm going to sell the 17s. That's right at the money. There's not a lot of risk there. If the stock drops down to 15 bucks, well, at the money might be a little too risky because that's right where the action is, and I might be, okay, listen closely, Phil. I might be at risk of getting it called away. So I'm going to show you something, Phil. I'm going to jump out of this here for a second so I can show you this. It might make it a little easier for you to understand. Okay, positions. Now I get 7 different accounts, Phil. 7. I only share 3 of them publicly. This is one of them. Okay, if I'm looking at these right here, those are my positions. Every single day, Phil, it's always the exact same. I turn my computer on. First thing I want to do is I don't want to look at the news. I really don't care what's going on because what's going on doesn't mean anything to me because I'm already retired and don't really care what's going on in the economy. My concern is my money. So I bought Advanced Auto Parts. First thing I want to do is put Advanced Auto Parts into the chart. AAP. Now, very first thing, once I put it in there, I want to take a look at 5 things. The high, the low, where was it, where is it, and where is it going? Down, up, down, up, down, up. That's where it is right now. That's the 1 year. Then I want to jump in a little closer, the 90 days, same thing. Up, down, up. Same thing. Now, the last 30 days, where is it going now? This moment, where's it going now? Okay, 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Down, up. That's it. 30-day high, 30-day bottom. Where did I buy it? Now I want to do this. Right click. Okay, right click on. See, wait. Let's do it again. Okay, AAP. Right click. That drops down. I want to look at this right here. View trades. Okay. Okay, 12.29. I bought 100 shares at $40.99 and I sold the 41s. Do you see that, Phil? I bought it at $40.99. That's my purchase price. I sold it at 41 and I collected 73 cents per share. So that's almost 2%. It's like 1.8 for 1 week. All right. So what did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it at now? What direction? What direction does it look like it's going? What do I do? Absolutely nothing. At this moment, absolutely nothing. I bought it $40.99, price dropped, now it's going up. Now it's at $43.84. Someone this week is going to take it away from me at 41. Do I care? No, I don't care. I already made my profit. But before I do that, Phil, before I let it go, because I could, I've already made my profit, right? Before I do that, I want to go back up there, right click, okay? Now, same thing opens up. See, here it is right here, view trades. But this time, I want to create a rolling order just to see if it's worth it to hold on to it for one more week. Because now I have two choices. I could let it go because it went over my strike price. I could let it go. Someone could take it away from 41. But here's the thing. I want to see if the market maker, that's the one who does the buying and selling, will actually give me more money to kick this can down the road. You didn't see that. I kicked a chair. I did one of those kick things. Yeah, all right, never mind. All right. So what I want to do now, Phil, is I want to create a rolling order. So there it is right there. And that's the rolling order. That means I'm going to buy back 16 January, which is this Friday. And then I'm going to sell 23 January. So I'm going to buy back number 16, which is going to expire this week. I could do nothing, collect my profits, or I could kick the can down the road for one more week and see what the market maker is offering. So let's do that. Let's get this out of the way. Now, at this moment in time, Phil, I could buy back the 16 January and sell the 23 January. And I would get a credit of 16 cents per share on a $41 stock. This is the part where I say, no, thank you. Remember, I'm looking for 1%. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that to 41 because I want my 1%. 41 right there. Okay, there's my 41. I just changed it. So what I'm doing, Phil, is I'm buying back 16 January, which expires this week, and I'm selling next week's January. Same strike price, same 41. I'm not changing the strike price. I want my 1%, and 1% of $41 is 41 cents. So I'm going to do it good till cancel, which will means it'll stay open until it, prove I'm human. No, I'm a carrot. And just kick it down the road one more week. There it is. Okay, here's the order. Buy back 16 January, sell the 23 January, 41 cents per share. 41 call option, 41 cents per share. Walk away with $40. Just $40. Hold for one more week. And it's off to the races. It's rejected because I probably already have one. There it is right there. Yeah, I already have one. I already set it up. So that's what I'm doing, Phil. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Keep your eye on it every single day. What did I buy it for? What did I sell? Where's it at now? Where's it going? What should I do? My main objective, I got two main objectives. Consistency of profitability and preservation of my cash flow, of my capital preservation, yeah. All right, hopefully that made sense, Phil. Let's get back to where we were, back to this one, back to that one, and back to here. Hopefully that made sense. What are we doing next? Okay, simple trade with Rob. You got to give me that round hill. I have no idea what that is. On Guyute, hey James, what is your basic strategy? We already said that one. XXX Family Legacy LLC. Ooh, I like that one. Family Legacy LLC. Okay, so Tomb Story, Tesla. Now, Tesla's really not on my list, only because Tesla doesn't have any dividends. Oh, but you want to take a look at Tomb Story, wants to take a look at Apple. Well, let's take a look at Apple. AAPL. Oh, interesting. All right, we're going to say no to Apple for this week, or for today, only because it bottomed out on Thursday. Friday is only one day to the upside. So I'll write it down. We'll take a look at it on Tuesday. But if you want to come back tomorrow night, and see what Apple did Monday, which is tomorrow, because I look for 2 days to the upside. On the third day, I'll do it. All right. Zeta. Bob Evans. Zeta. What the hell is Zeta? Z-E-T-A. Okay. I'm going to say no right off the top, Bob. And the reason being, Bob, I don't buy anything at the high. Okay, you zoom into the last 30 days. Here's your last 30 days. Okay, the bottom was at 1750, and it jumps up. It went up 50% from 17 up to 24. That's $7. $7 on a $17 stock. That's more than 50%. Yeah, no, thank you. Brian, my opinion on QQQI, hell no. SPYI, hell no. There you go, Brian. That's my opinion. Hell no to both of them. Now, you're new here, so let me tell you why I'm saying no to these. Now, I told you somebody was going to do this today. So, let's go to Yahoo Finance and put in, what did they say first? QQQI. QQQI. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like and why I'm saying no. Okay? NEOS NASDAQ, high income ETF, QQQI. Why did I say no to this? It's $54. We're going to look at the dividends. Now, remember what I told you earlier? The dividend is a portion of the company's profits they give back to the investors. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for profits. That's why we're here. Okay, so, Brian, if QQQI has been consistently profitable for 2 decades, that's all the way back to 2006. But unfortunately, QQQI is only a little old, not even a year old yet. The first dividend was February 21st, 2024. You're handing your money over to a bunch of people, whoever the hell's running it, that's only done it for 1 year. Not even 1 year. The first dividend, February 21st, 2024. Wait a minute, it is over a year. Okay, a little over a year, not even 2 years. But still, 2 years? Yeah, no thank you. So, SPYI, it's going to be the exact same thing. SPYI. Here we go. SPYI. Very first dividend, September 21st, 2022. Was it not even 4 years old? When I say 2 decades, Brian, 2 decades means 20 years. Not 2 and not 4. 20 years. Okay, so no to both of those. Tomb Story, we just looked at Apple. Tomb Story, Microsoft. Ooh, you want to see something interesting? Check this out. We'll put Microsoft in here. MSFT, Microsoft. I love Microsoft. Okay, here it is. Microsoft Corporation. So we're looking for 20 years. You ready? 20 years ago. Microsoft, right there. 9 cents a share. Okay? 2006, 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 39, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75, 83, 91. That's it. Did you see that? 20 years, 2 decades of consistent increased profit. Microsoft fits perfectly. Every single year, the dividend was higher, 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 higher. That's what I want to see. That's just one. There's 300 of them that do the exact same thing. El Crypto Padrino. OKLO. Whoops, not there. Don't want to do it there. OKLO. What is this? Okay, here we go. OKLO. You ready, crypto? Here we go. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm going to say no, and the only reason I'm saying no to this, here's your last 30 days. Top, bottom was this. down, up, it even gapped up. Yeah, no thank you. I don't buy anything at the high. Sorry, El Crypto, I don't buy at the high. Which one you pick tomorrow? I don't tell anyone what I pick tomorrow, except for those in my morning chat group, my morning trading group. All right, where are we? Wow, I missed, holy cow, we have to sit down and take some of these. All right, what do you have over here? Phil, thank you for that, Phil. Same what we did that one, Dr. Phil. We don't mind if the stock gets called because we keep the premium. That's absolutely right. Phil, yes, I understand. But if you sell a lower call, you will lose if the call away. Okay, Phil, remember what I said earlier, Phil? You never ever lose money unless you personally agree to take the loss. Let me explain. If I bought this at 115, I sold someone the rights to buy it from me at 115. Then the stock drops down to 80, and I sell a call. Because I would, if it dropped to 80, I'd sell the 85 or the 90. I would not sell the 80. I'd sell the 85. And if it jumps up past the 85, if I don't take care of that, if I ignore it, if I let it get called away, because they don't just call it away, you actually have to let them get it called away. If you don't take a look at your stock, if you don't set an alert, if I buy the stock and it looks like it might be at risk, I'll set an alert. And the alert, once it hits that price, I will get a text, an email, and it'll pop up on my screen, hey, your alert has been triggered. You need to do something. If I ignore that and it gets called away and I lose money, it's my own damn fault. But you are responsible for knowing what you paid, what you're selling, and what it's doing. If you're putting money into something and you're not paying attention to it every day, that's your own damn fault. I check every single one of my accounts every single day. Same thing. What did I buy it for? What did I sell? Where is it now? Where does it look like it's going? What should I do? Am I at risk or am I not? They're very simple questions. And Phil, I said it earlier today. This strategy was created for a 9-year-old little girl. My daughter was 9. She said, Daddy, can you teach me? So I had to create a trading strategy specifically for her. Now, it works so damn good. It's the only thing I do nowadays because it's actually that simple, that easy, and less than 10 minutes a day, Phil. Archers linger double. Yes, some of the questions I'm taking from Patreon, some of them from TikTok, some of them from YouTube, some of them are from, what's this station here? X, Twitter. Oh, Eric, Comcast. Here's Alex. Yay, Alex. Woohoo. CMCSA. Ooh, that looks interesting. Look at that. Let's take a gander at Comcast. Now, Comcast is kind of cool if you think about it. I think they incorporated in '64, and they've got over 60 million people paying them every single month. Here's the top, here's the bottom, here's where it was, here's where it is. Look at down, sideways, down, up. Okay, what does that look like? That looks like a new trading range. Does it make sense? What are these companies those companies oh, Victor, the companies I prefer. You ready, Victor? Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, and anything on Warren Buffett's list. That'll give you about 300 companies to look for. Drew, if the stock drops, then you sell a second covered call at a lower strike. How do you avoid being called? It depends on how low you... All right, hold on a second. If I buy it here at 34, okay, and it drops down to 25, if the stock is at 25 on Monday, I'm not selling the 25. I'm selling the 27 or the 28. I want it to be far... Do you remember what I told you about right here? At the money, in the money, out of the money? If they all have nice premiums to it. I don't want to sell at the money because that's too much risk. I want to sell 2 to 3 strikes out of the money. So it gives the stock room to move. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to look again. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where's it at? What should I do? Wednesday, what did I buy? Where's it at? Well, wait, what did I buy? What did I sell? Where's it at? Where's it going? What should I do? Thursday, same thing. Friday, I jump in at 2:30 just before the stock market closes on Friday. What did I buy it for? What did I sell? Where is it at now? What should I do? I look every single day. If you sell something for lower than you paid for it and it gets called away, it's your own damn fault. Stop trying to pass it off to someone else. You're responsible for what you do. If you don't understand it, you shouldn't be doing it. So on Wednesday, let's say it goes above the strike price, but still below the price you bought it for. Yeah, and then you roll it into the next week or 2 weeks out. There's always ways to move the trade so you don't have to put more money in it. You just push it into another week or a couple of weeks out, or you increase the strike price, lower the strike price. There's a lot of things you can do. Drew says, roll it. Got it. Yeah, thank you there, Mr. Drew. It's a good question. All right, what do we have down here? Just by curiosity, what platform do you use? Oh, yeah, we already did that question. Murdog. Bro, ever used Learned ICT? No. Danny, he used Thinkorswim by Schwab. Thank you, Silver. Yep, Mike got that one. What do you think about Gerald Collette says? I have no idea who Gerald Collette is. Am I supposed to know who he is? Or Salenter, or whatever his name is. Uh-oh. Cesario, what's a call? Oh my goodness. Spider, Peebo stock, P-E-B-O, what the hell is that? P-E-B-O. It's never a good sign when I say, what the hell is that? What it is a no. I don't do monthlies. They just don't pay the same. They're too much aggravation, and it's just not worth the effort. How's that for an answer? Adam, how are you? Victor, how are you? What are those companies you prefer? Already said that one. Peachy, covered calls are for slightly bullish sentiment, I believe. Slightly bullish, you could say that. JDB, C, S-E-A, S-E-A. What the hell is that? Seascape Energy. No, I don't do monthlies. Remember what I say, never buy something you don't understand? Well, if you understand it and you know I don't do monthlies, why are you suggesting it? Oh, ESEA. E-S-E-A. Euroseas. No options. No, thank you. Verizon, Mary, VZ. Oh, what the hell's going on there? Interesting. An anomaly. I wish there was ways you can take those out. Okay, so Verizon at 40.50. Okay, Verizon. 40.50 right there. One contract at the market, and let's see what it looks like. 57.39. Okay. Okay, Mary, check it out. Verizon, buy one covered call, Verizon. 16 January, which is this coming Friday. The $40.50 call option. The profit is $57. The investment is $4,000. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, 57.50 divided by the investment, $39.95, comes to a grand total of 1.4%. 1.4 if you like Verizon. It's always going to come down to that. Do I like this company? Does it make sense? Is this something I want to invest in? It's either a yes or a no. It's one or the other. Either I like it or I don't. It's actually that simple. Either I like it or I don't. Oh, check it out, my link tree. Okay, if you want to send me an email. I don't know if that is that big enough so you can see it? Whoops. I do this right. There we go. Yeah. You just click click your phone, that takes you to everything I have. Okay, so anyway, where were we? Get this thing out of the way. All right, here it is right there. And here we go, Verizon. Buy one covered call, Verizon, 16 January, the $40.50 call option if you like the company. It always comes back to that. Always comes back to, do I like this company? Is this where I want to put my money? Either you like Verizon or you don't. You don't like it? Don't do it. Uh-oh. 57.50 is the profit, 3,900 is the investment. It comes to 1.4% for the week. Think about it. 1% a week is 50% a year. 1.4, it's probably a hell of a lot more. $1.4. Yeah. All right, next. What's next? Look at Wendy's. No. Warren Buffett makes so much off Coca-Cola. Yes, I'm well aware of that. ADP and CL. ADP. Okay, hold on. On Wednesday, let's say I already did that one. Okay, great. ADP. ADP is the. You know what? Let me check down here with YouTube. I don't want you guys think I ignore you. So let's answer some questions. We got what, 15? We got about 18 minutes left. Let's take some questions. I love Dell. User 995705183. What were your parents thinking when they named you that? I love saying that. What were you thinking? All right, so what are we looking at? Wendy's is a no. I think it's a monthly. ADP. ADP. ADP looks interesting. Eric, HPQ, Hewlett Packard, love it. Take a look at ADP. She bottoms out right here, shoots up, retraces, and shoots up again. Let's zoom into that a little bit. Last 30 days, which would be the 11th, right there. That's a tough one. Think about it. It's a tough one. Take a look. Okay, top here, up, down, up. Can it go higher? 266. The 266. There is no 266, but there is a 265. It's at 269. Means the 270s. Yep, no. Only paying 0.5%. No thanks. Clorox, Colgate Palmolive, CL. Colgate Palmolive. What is that? What is that? It's a no is what that is. Look at that. It goes from 76 to 81. Think about it. 76 to 81. What is that? 16 points? 16 bucks? From here to here? What's 16 bucks on a $77 stock? I don't know. No. Ooh, Dell. Love Dell. I love Dell. Ooh, interesting. Check that out. Top, bottom is, down, up, down. What's going on here? Let's zoom into that. Last 90, top, bottom, is. Look at this, down, up. I'd give it a couple more days. Okay? It bottomed out right here. Friday was 1 day up. It could be the turning point. I like 2 days of the upside, and on the third day, I'll jump in. So I'm going to write Dell as a possibility for Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll take a gander at that one. Why not? HYMC. Lisa, what is HYMC? Highcroft Mining. Oh, 120 bucks. No. Sorry, Lisa. I don't do monthlies. I don't do monthlies. I just don't want to bother with them. Just no. Chance. Carvana stock will be doing good for a while. Okay, but they're not 20 years old, which means they don't have 20 years of profits. Eric, Hewlett Packard, HPQ. Interesting. Same thing. Look at this. Bouncing off the bottom. Let's take a gander. Okay. Top, bottom is. Look at this. Down, up, down. What's going on there? Same thing. Bottomed out on Thursday. Friday, changed paces. So I'm going to write that one down. HPQ. Who came up with that one? Eric. Nice going there, Mr. Eric. Ron. Can watch a half screen any longer. Can watch a half screen any longer. I have no idea what that means, Ron. Abdababe. Just so ODT options. No. ODT. Oh, ODT has 1 day to expiration. Yeah, no. Sorry, too much effort. In what situation would you roll your options? Nick, I take a look at rolling my options every single day. Because it just depends on where the stock is going. If the stock's going down, maybe I'll roll it, maybe I won't. Same. It's always the same. I look at it every day. GLW, wait. GLW, isn't that Corning? GLW, GLW, Corning, yeah. Interesting. Might be an idea to keep your eye on it. Take a look. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. What's going on right there? What's going on right there? Shoots up, pulls back. Shoots up, pulls back. It's actually in a pullback at the moment. If you really like Corning, GLW, look at it in a few more days. When it hits down around here and it turns around, that's the time to jump in if you like it. Look at news. Sorry, Spider, I don't watch the news. I don't. Okay, I can't remember the last time I turned the news on and actually heard something happy. Interesting. Never roll, just double down. Sorry, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. You might actually know more than me, but I'd rather just roll it and not double down. Sorry. For the love of animals, dividend what? I have no idea what you mean. Dividend what? Question mark. Gina B wants to take a look at Mara. Sit tight for a second. Let's see what's going on down here. How can one beat buy and hold? Daljit Singh. How to beat buy and hold? Well, first of all, you got to stop for a second, take a deep breath, relax, and then think about the question you just asked. What do you think you're getting out of buy and hold? And what do you want to get when you say, how do you beat buy and hold? Well, because see, buy and hold, there's no effort into it. You buy it and you just don't do anything. You just leave it alone, just collect the dividends. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a great strategy, for those who want to buy and hold and just collect the dividends. Okay, fine. But here's the thing. Anything other than buying and hold is going to take time and effort, which means you actually have to put some effort into it. You got to do something. So what do you want to do? Do you want to just buy something and collect the dividends, just buy and hold, and just, because that's simple and easy, but it's not as profitable. But more time, more effort equals more profit. The simplest and easy, buy and hold. Buy it, hold it, collect the dividends, you get whatever return they give you. Fine. You want to beat that? Fine. How much time, how much effort do you want to put in? And how much risk are you willing to take? More risk, more reward. More time, more effort, more reward. It's hand in hand, brother. You can't have it all. You can't just throw money at it and expect it to come in every single week without putting some effort into it. So buy and hold, buy it once, just collect the dividends. No effort, but low return. Okay, now, constantly trading, day trading, higher profits, higher risk, higher reward. But you're trading your time for money. It all depends on What do you want? How much time do you want to put into it? How much effort do you want to put into it? Think about that. Okay, Gina, Mara. I actually have some Mara, and Mara seems to be doing well for me. Here we go. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down. What's going on right here? That's where the action is. So the last 30 days, the 11th would be right there. So 30-day high, 30-day bottom. She drops, retraces, drops, retraces. What's she doing now? You either like it or you don't. Mara's currently at 1022. The 1050s are going for 32. That's over 3% if you like Mara. We got 9 minutes left, so we're not going to do a whole lot more. We're just going to answer some questions. Laurie B, how are you? Ooh, GWW, Nutella. That's Granger. I don't do Granger. It's a little out of my price range, GWW. Okay, and it's a monthly. Sorry. Okay, number one, it's over $1,000 a share. I don't go over $300. It's just not worth it for me. And it's a monthly. I don't do monthlies. User grip, X-ray. What the hell is X-ray? Never heard of it. Destiny Sonora. No, that's why I've never heard of it. Greetings to you, host, and everyone in the room. Big Gemmo Trading. Hey, brother, send me your number. I'll give you a buzz. DM me your number. We'll chat. See if we can help each other out. I'm always interested in other traders. What are you guys doing? I promise I won't try to sell you anything, as long as you promise not to try to sell me anything. But seriously, DM me your number. I'll give you a buzz. I can call you tonight. I can call you tomorrow, one or the other. Kaylee, how you doing? Thank you there, Miss Kaylee. That's amazing. Thank you. Aubins, stock gonna crash tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Load flow, thank you. Nutella, UVV or GWW from Dividend Kings. Yeah, I get that. UVV is another monthly. I don't do monthlies. Scotty Young, hey James, take a look at Hog. Ooh, I like Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson has a major issue. Who knows what the major issue Harley Davidson has? Anybody know what the problem Harley Davidson has? Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up, down, up. It's bouncing off of the bottom. It's currently at 2143. So the 2150s are going to be the closest, and that goes for 40, which is a smidge below 2%. I like Harley Davidson. I actually have some. But Scotty's a big, huge problem with Harley Davidson. Huge problem. Okay? Now, some of you will understand this and some of you won't. Okay, right? Here's the problem with Harley Davidson. There are no cool, I'm talking cool, badass Gen Zs out there. There aren't any. James Dean. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Henry Fonda. Peter Fonda. We already said James Dean, didn't we? We're talking about, Hell's Angels. Okay. Who else? Take a look at the genre. Who rides Harleys? Gen Xers, baby boomers, cool as shit dudes. What Gen Z have you ever seen on a Harley? Gen Z is not cool as shit. They're just not. You take, Elvis even drove a Harley. Harleys are badass bikes, but you don't see any of these Gen Zs driving them. It's going to be an issue because they're losing their customer base. Because these, these Gen Zs want those rice rockets. There's nothing wrong with them. You know, they're freaking crazy fast. It's just like, no, thank you. But a Harley is an attitude. It's an American icon. You know, you get back and it's just like low, easy ride. I had a couple of Harleys in my day, so I know what it's like. FCNY. Now the NY, I'm pretty sure it's New York, but FC, what is that? Franklin County, New York. Can we look at Merck? Why not? M-E-R-K. There it is. Why isn't anything coming up for Merck? M-E-R-K. M-E-R-K. Right there. We can't find that. I know Merck is here. Anyway, what else we have? DHI. DHI. D.H. Horton. Ooh, okay. I'm going to say no only because of that right there. Okay, don't get me wrong, D.H. Horton is a good company, but not for next week it ain't. It bottoms out on Friday, big jump, and then gaps up and then goes up higher. It goes from 138 to 158. That's $20 in 2 days. Profit taking Monday. That's what it looks like. Well, that's what it looks like to me. I don't like taking risks. If something looks too good to be true, it probably is. Bottomed out, jumps up, makes a new 30-day high. 30-day bottom to 30-day high in 2 days. Nah, it's just something ain't quite right. All right. What else do we got? We already tried X-ray. No thank. Enza, what's going on? Blood Man, what's happening? Weird name, but okay. Nutella, thank you. Yes, Nutella, I know that. UVV and GWW are both over $1,000, and both are dividend kings. I know that. I don't trade either one of them because they just don't fit. Joe Berman, how are you doing, Joe? ABBV. ABV. Ooh, Joe. Now, Joe, don't get me wrong. I like ABV, but the high was Wednesday. Thursday dropped, Friday dropped, almost making a new 30-day bottom on Friday. I mean, don't get me wrong. You like it. Wait a couple more days for it to hit a new bottom and turn around. Then jump in. But not this week. TB Bell. Thank you there, Bell. You're currently Wheeling K-View. Nice. Carvana. Was that CVA? I don't know. CSX. What is CSX? Clean Space Holdings. I never heard of that. Well, let's go to Yahoo Finance, CSX, and find out how profitable this company is. Kevin, SYY, Cisco. Okay, so CSX Corporation, $35. How far back do we go? Ooh, check that out. 2011, 2009, 2000. Look at that, 20 years. All right, well, let's check this out. What do these numbers look like? Okay, 20 years ago, 0.7. Okay, so 0.7. Okay, then it goes to 1. Then it goes 1.3, 1.6, 2, 2.4, 2.4, 2.6, 2.8, 4, 4.6, 5, 5.3, 6, 6, 6.6, 7.3, 8, 8.6, 9.3, 10, 11, 12, 13. Nice. That's 20 years of increased profits. Love it. All right, well, CSX. There it is right there. Now, a little bit of discomfort here because the price is $35.20, which would be the 35 that's going for 50. Nope, 35.69. That'll be a 35.50, 20. Not even 1%. Damn, close. Looked good, but not even 1%. All right, we're at 11 o'clock, which means it's that time of day where we're going to be out of here. Ooh, we got 30 questions left. I'm going to quickly breeze through these. We're not going to look at any more stocks because it's past my bedtime. Yep, I know. SYY, Cisco, Kevin, tomorrow. Dell, we already looked at Dell. GLW, we already looked at GLW. Ooh, HIMS, I didn't do HIMS. And I even have some of that. Dividend list 2026, absolutely. Dividend Kings, yep. Dividend Aristocrats, UVV, got it. Hey, Maurice, how are you doing? I have two dividend stocks, MLKN and WLY. Okay, Maurice, sorry, brother, I haven't heard of either one of those. Okay, which means I've never heard of them. So I'm kind of curious. What the hell are they? MLKN. MLKN. Miller Knoll. Monthly. No, thank you. WLY. WLY. Wiley, John, and Sons. Monthly. No, thank you. Sorry, Maurice, I don't do monthlies only because the money is just not there. Look, it's got a bunch of zeros here. And it's currently at 32, 30. Yeah, I got it the 30 or the 35. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't like the numbers. Okay, Maurice, I'm doing for weekly cash flow. I don't do monthly options because the numbers just don't work. Marcy, Daisy, Puppy, how are you doing today? Use ADP, CL, we looked at those. Big Dog, do NAT. NAT. Nordic American Tank. Yeah, no thank you. I already did that one. I'm in 14 shares, 377, 350 call, blah, blah, blah. Planning on exiting at 460. Good for you. Which stock are you using in this example? Ingrid, how are you today? This example right here would be NAT, which is probably not what you're talking about. Big Jim Mode Trading, amazing. Thank you. Seriously, Big Jim, send me your number. I'll give you a buzz. CoreWeave, we'll take a look at tomorrow. I love Advanced Auto Parts too. That's why I have some. For the love of animals. All right. Miss Christie, hi. How much is rolling order costing you? Doesn't cost anything. I never pay to roll an order forward. I always collect money. Always, always, always. Got it. 40 bucks. Okay. Al Brown. Okay. Christy Cook, thank you. Thank you, Colin. Okay. Nacho, how are you doing? Super Steve. They've got a three-wheeled ones now. Really? Super Steve, but kind of interesting in that. Night All Day, MRK. Oh, MRK. Night and Day, KND. Dow, Kevin, we'll look at tomorrow. Blocks, tomorrow. How can you, all right, we already did that one. Are you dropping tomorrow? Is investigating chairman of Power. I really don't care. I don't pay attention to the news unless it gets something good, and usually doesn't. Hello, I trade options on the SPY, and I'm wondering if when I buy a call, should I buy in the money, at the money, out of money, and why? Okay, Jupiter's sixth moon. That's an interesting name. Number one, I don't do SPY because it's not consistently profitable. That's number one. Number two, I don't buy options, I sell options. 80% of all options expire worthless, so why would I want to be on the 20% end? No, I only sell options, I don't buy them. And it's always going to be a numbers game. What did I buy it for? Where does it look like it's going? What is the best and safest, I gotta put that in there, safest trade that I could do to get me in on a Monday, out on a Friday? Yeah, Super Steve, Spider. We'll check that one out tomorrow. So I hope Jupiter, I hope that helped you out. AKA Traffic, how you doing? Where else does he stream? TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, X, Rumble, LinkedIn. There's a few other ones. Oops. Hey, Dev. Hey, nice to see you tonight. Up, TSLL looks good. Yes, I love TSLL. Thank you. It has about 2% calls. Yep, 3% on the puts. Good. 18 call. 18 right now. Okay. Yep. Got it. Get it. Good. Dev. All right. I like selling in the money calls. If it's barely in the money, so it does drop out, blah, 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 Got that one. Obviously, the market is changing, but based on the setup as the close of Friday, the 1850 is about 4%. Nice, 4%. Cool beans. 11 paid 58 on December 12th, and another 11 on the 23rd. Okay. Wait, you might be right. I didn't show on Robinhood. Okay, didn't show on Robinhood. Hey, I'm here. Beast within me. What's happening? Beast with me. Okay. I'm here, but not really paying attention. The Pats are playing. Oh, really? I love the Pats. My favorite basketball team. What's up? Go Pats. Buck fan. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. All right. Oh, you guys got way too much going on down there. All right. That being said, not a stock motorcycle. Spider, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Super Steve, not quite sure what you mean by that. Not a stock motorcycle. What does that mean? Oh, thank you, Miss Christie. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to be out of here. We'll catch... Silver is also near all-time high. 420 Ghost, you have no idea. SLV, SLV. iShares Silver Trust ETF. 73. Ha! I'd like to see you go out and try to buy some silver at 73. The baby's going to go up to 300. I shit you not. You got to do some research on silver. Weird shit happening with silver. So, see you tomorrow, Eric. Good night. See you guys all tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, you guys. See you tomorrow morning. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Did I miss a bunch of questions here? I did. Holy cow. What do we have for questions? Sorry about that. Who do we have here? Ruben. Charles. Oh, shit. Sorry about that, Charles. Bank of America. But, Charles, Bank of America, have you seen what they did last week? Seriously. Bank of America. Here's the top, the bottom, down, up, down. It looks like it's pulling down there, Mr. Charles. The top is right there. That was Tuesday. Wednesday lower. Wait a minute. Wednesday. Yeah, Tuesday was the high. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. No. Monday was the high. Tuesday lower, Wednesday lower, Thursday lower, Friday still down. The only reason I'm a little leery with Bank of America, only because of what I heard with Bank of America and what they did with silver, and they got caught with their pants down. Do a little bit of research on Bank of America and silver first, okay, Charles, before you do anything with Bank of America. Oh, Steve, AMGN. AMGN. Not AMGN this week. Take a look. The high was Wednesday, Thursday low, Friday low. It's coming down. Your bottom's over here at 316. Now she's coming down. Not quite right for AMGN. VRT, almost the same thing with VRT. Okay? Down, up, down, up, down. Oh, what happened here on Friday? Okay? Sideways up, here's the top, shoot down. Thursday, Friday was 1 day higher, 163. Now it's at 161, dropping even more. See, this after hour market's right here. But the 163s would take us right to here, 550. Nice. We'll take a look at it in the morning. Okay, CAH, Cargill, is that right? Is that right, Cargill, CAH? Cardinal Health, damn it. No. Dropping again. Why are you picking ones that are dropping, dude? Okay, drop. 3 down days in a row. CEG. Same thing. But retraced on Friday. Okay, down, up, 1 day. Only 1 day of the upside. 342. The 342 is $8. That's nice. We'll take a look at that one in the morning also. YouTube on the screen has stopped working. Oh, bummer. All right, thank you for that. All righty, Cole's Happy Girl. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. So, you guys, tomorrow morning, see you then. You guys, thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow. And tomorrow, we'll see you. Tomorrow, you're always a day.